be trading again with Quotex broker, and of course I'll be continuing from where I stopped on my first episode. This is the second episode on how I'm taking $30 balance to over 30,000 in profit and the next few. Alright, so the first time I actually take the $30 to $200 balance, and as you can see right now, that's the balance I have here right now. So in today's video, I'm planning to take this $200 to over $1,000 in profit on today's video. Alright, so here I'm still using the same strategy I used the first time. So I'm using a 2 moving average and 1 parabolic SCR. Alright, and the first indicator I use here is parabolic SCR with acceleration of 0.04. The maximum acceleration is 0.2. Alright, so that's pretty much all I do. So over here I actually use this color right here, and when you're done you close it. So the second indicator is moving average. My first moving average with period of 23. The moving average here is EMA. Alright, so over here I use the green color and I take my line a little bit, and when you're done you close it. So the last indicator I use is another moving average with a period of 5. The moving average is EMA. On the color right here, I actually use this particular color right here, and I take my line a little bit, and when you're done you close it. So that's the setup of our indicators. Alright, so how this strategy works, for those of you who actually watched the last video, you should know by now how this works. But in today's video, I'm going to explain even more details on how to actually make use of this strategy perfectly. Alright, so and the number one thing we always need to look out each time we are going for a trade, for example, if we're going for a down trade, the number one thing is to make sure that you have our trend in a very strong what's it called, resistant level. Alright, and when that happens, make sure that we have our parabolic SCR just starting out in a very strong overbought level coming down with the trend. And when that happens, make sure that our both moving average, alright, the green and the blue right here actually intersect each other, and they're both coming down with the trend. Go back, and they're both coming down with the trend before we enter a trade. And do not forget that we always need to check our trend as well. We must have our trend in a very steady condition, and we're only placing our trade on a very strong candlestick. Alright, so the same thing applicable if we're going for an up trade. The number one thing is to make sure that we have our parabolic SCR below the candlestick in a very strong support level. Alright, and when that happens, make sure that our parabolic SCR is just starting out in an oversold position going up in the trend. We must have our 2 moving average intersect each other, giving us a confirmation of an uptrend as well. And of course, we must have our candlestick in a very steady movement, in a very strong position going up in the trend before we enter a trade. So that's how this strategy work. Alright, I'm actually doing this with normal market, but it actually work with OTC too, but I found it more effective when you use it on a regular market. Alright, so that is what I'm going to be doing here today. So right now we're putting up my concept here up, analyzing the market, and when I get a good moment, I'm going to come down and enter the trade. And of course, I will explain to you in details on what to say before you enter a trade. Alright, I'll be analyzing now, guys. Okay guys, over here I'm finding a good moment here, so I'm gonna enter a trade on this real quick. As you can see right here, our parabolic SCR just indicate right here in a very strong overbought position. And not only that, when you check our what's it called, 2 moving average, they both intersect right here, and you can see that this candlestick is a very powerful one. So that's the reason why I placed the trade. Alright, so guys, let's wait and see if this is gonna be a good one. So it's very important that what's it called, your parabolic SCR is just giving you a start out, alright, like 3 or 4 dots in the position, and make sure that you have the intersection of your both moving average is very important, and make sure that the trend that you're placing a trade on is a very strong one. Like I just said, always make sure that the candlestick you're placing your trade on is a very strong candlestick. I hope you understand. That is very important. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one. A good one here, guys. We're in the money, and as you can see, that is actually a very good one right there. So right now I'm going to increase my balance, analyzing the market. So when I get a good moment, I'm going to come down and take a trade. Alright guys, I'm finding a very good trend here, so I'm going to enter this trade right here. So guys, as you can see right here, the intersection has happened from this position. Alright, and when I actually check out this trend is very, this particular candlestick is very strong, confirming the downtrend. And not only that, you see that our parabolic SR has been confirming the uptrend, the downtrend as well. All right. And like I said earlier on, always make sure that you're having your parabolic SR in a 6 maximum. All right, when a trend is actually coming down or going up based on the trade you're taking. All right, so I see that I have a very powerful what's it called, candlestick right here that is actually coming down very strong in what's it called, in a downtrend position. I know that I'll be having a good moment, so that's the reason why I placed a trade on that. All right, so guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one. All right, guys, a good one there. We're in the money on that. That's a very powerful one. You see that we're on the money on the 2 trade. That's a good one, guys. Keep analyzing. Increase my balance. Keep analyzing, guys. So when I get a good moment, I'll come down and take a trade. Okay, guys, over here I'm finding a good trend. I'm going to enter a trade on this. So as you can see right here, we have a confirmation of our parabolic SAR. So over here, there is an intersection of our both moving average confirming an uptrend. The reason why I entered this trade is very simple. So as you can see, the last few candle here wasn't really stable at all. So but when it comes to this particular what's it called, candle here, where the intersection of our both moving average occur, you can see that the trend has been confirmed, and the last 2 what's it called, candlestick is very powerful, giving us a very strong uptrend. So that's the reason why I entered the trade, because I know that already the trend has confirmed the uptrend and it's very likely for it to start moving up. All right, so that's the reason why I entered the trade. As you can see, a good one here, guys. We're in the money on that. That's actually a perfect one. I'll keep analyzing, guys. All right. Okay, guys, over here I'm finding a very good moment. So right here I'm going to enter a trade on that. So as you can see, we have our parabolic SAR just starting out in a very strong oversold position. All right. And over here, right here, you can see that our both moving average intersect in a very perfect condition too as well. And you can see that here the trend is just reversing from the downfall to uptrend. This is actually a very perfect moment. So that's the reason why I placed this trade. So guys, let's wait and see. So guys, a hack on this strategy is very simple. If you just follow the rules, the number one thing is to always make sure that you're placing your trade as the very strong what's it called, either a support level or resistance level. Do not enter a trade when you have the trend at the middle of the chart. All right, always make sure that you're picking your trade in a very strong either support level or resistance level. Is very important. And always make sure that you follow all the indicator rules. All right, make sure that your parabolic SAR, a good one there, guys, with the money on that. So make sure that your parabolic SAR is giving you what's it called, a good confirmation. It's just starting out in the trend. Confirm that with your both moving average, and also make sure that the candlestick you're placing your trade on is very, very powerful. All right, a good one there, guys. Be analyzing again. All right, guys, I'm just finding a very good moment with this trend. I'm going to enter a trade on that. This is actually a very perfect trend, guys. You can see that steadily the trend is actually going up. All right, and the confirmation of each candlestick is very strong. All right, so this is actually a very perfect moment. So that's the reason why I placed another trade on that. So guys, let's wait and see if there's going to be a good one in the next few seconds. All right. All right, guys, a good one there, guys. We're in the money on that. That's actually a perfect moment. So guys, this is where I'm going to actually stop onto this trade. You can see right here that we're in $1,236 right there in profit, over $1,000 in profit. So guys, I hope you actually understand. So from $30 to $1,236, this is actually a very powerful one. So guys, on the next episode, I might actually work on another strategy, and of course I'll be taking a very what's it called, high trade by then. So you can say that gradually we are making a profit. Like I said earlier on, always make sure that you have a limitation on your trade. Do not trade all the time. Like if you're winning all your trade, always make sure that you have a specific what's it called, number of trade you wanted to take during the day, and make sure that you work on that. All right. So if you keep trading based on the fact that you're winning, what's it called, you might actually end up losing all the profit. All right. So make sure that you have a time limitation of how you want to trade. For example, for me now, this trade I take now is just 5 trade, and if you actually observe, the first one I did is also a 5 trade. So I make sure I'm trying to align my trade to be on a maximum of 5 trade on this particular what's it called, series. So if I'm winning all my trades, so I make sure that I stop when I've reached 5 trade maximum. All right, so always make sure you put that in mind. This strategy is very powerful, guys. If you actually follow all the rules and guidelines I lay down here, always make sure that you're taking your trade in a very strong oversold or overbought position, either in a very strong up support or resistant level. Make sure that you have your intersection of your both moving average. Make sure that the trend you're placing your trade on is actually a very stable one, and at the same time make sure that you're placing your trade on a very strong candlestick. So it's a very simple strategy if you follow all the rules. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop on today's video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure